Monday. Happy Monday, guys. It's Marisa. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And oh my goodness. Okay. so, so much clarity today. I just want to thank God for that because um where do I begin? So there's a lot of internal things that I've been going through since I came to New York, and things I haven't talked about with you guys. Just me and the Lord hashing some things out, and when I first got here, um, I have dreams a lot. So I had three times in a row when I first got here. I had a dream, um, and basically, each dream, I heard a voice say, "You're going to die. You're going to die." And I would wake right up because it was terrifying. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die!" And then I'm sleeping in my car, so I'm super scared of, like, getting hit by a car and while I'm sleeping, and and at first I'm like, I'm about to drop dead because when I hear a voice say, "You're gonna die, you're going to die," I'm like seriously thinking like, oh, I'm about to lose my life, and then this girl I watched that has prophetic dreams that week, because I was really paranoid about it at first, and that week she had a dream, and basically her dream was the same thing, but she gave the interpretation of the dream, and it was, you're gonna die, you're gonna die to self, like you're going to die to self. And that's what this whole process of New York, hey Melissa, has felt like, is like the death to self, and for many reasons, because when I got home from California, the Lord really started to bless me. Probably the first time since my wilderness where the Lord just started outpouring blessings on me. And when I had to come to New York, then it was like all those blessings were being stripped away, and I was going back into a trial. And to go into a trial and to overcome it is one thing, but then to have but then when you get blessed and then to have to go back into trial mode, it is like worse than death, because you're like, but you were just blessing me. Like, why? But it's like the ultimate test, right? It's the ultimate test. Oh, it's like, will you still follow me when you have to go back into trial, like, and you have to give up these blessings? And I'm like, so it's been like this ultimate, like, surrender of, like, I will follow you anywhere, anytime, any day. It doesn't matter. Blessings, no blessings, abasing and abounding. It doesn't matter. We're going to follow Jesus. Right. And but the first trial in California, that was hard enough. And to overcome it and to pass the test, that was hard enough. But then to have to get blessed and then go back in reverse into a trial is like the ultimate test, because it's like, oh, I don't know how much more I can take. And so a lot of my internal stuff this whole trial has been me trying to just die already, kill that flesh, and just keep believing no matter what it looks like. And so I say all that to say that's just one part of it. But a couple months ago, whenever I was doing the teachings, well, let me just say this. Sorry, I'm trying to piece this all together, like make it fluent. So for the past few weeks, I've been coming on here barely and vaguely and just giving you little casual updates, and there's a reason for it, because I really didn't want to come on here at all. Honestly, I was just fighting to even keep doing it, and so I'm like, okay, I'll do it, but the bare minimum, right? Like, just update, casual, and then peace out, but I'm not going to put any effort into it, and it's not like I want to do it. I'm making myself do it, and then it got to the point where, like, even for the past few weeks, I'm like, I don't want to do it at all. I just want to shut the whole channel down. I don't want to do this anymore. It's so stupid. I don't understand why I have to do this. And that's kind of where I was at, and there was a reason for it, because for me, a few weeks ago when I was doing the teachings, I have pet peeves, right? I have these things that really get under my skin. And what my major pet peeve during this season of my life is when people watch my videos, not anyone, just people in ministry that watch my videos, and I know they watch my videos. They steal all my words and they preach them for themselves, right? And so that gets on my last nerve. But here's the thing, it's my flesh that it irritates. It's not my spirit, man. It is my pride. It is my, it's so frustrating, right? It's so frustrating to have these phonies come over here, watch all my videos and use me as their muse, use me as their inspiration, but they don't like, they don't comment, they don't support, they just come to steal, right? And it leaves me feeling empty. It leaves me feeling like somebody just robbed me. It leaves me feeling like, you know, it, it hurts, right? When people steal from you, it hurts you. It does. It's not a compliment. It's like a jab, you know. And so but again, it was irritating my flesh. And so that's why I just wanted to not ever make a video again, because I'm like, I'm writing other people's sermons for free. I don't want to do that. I don't want to write other people's sermons for free. I'm over here starving to death, living in my car, suffering, and these people are standing on mega stages and have thousands of followers on their YouTube channel, but yet they're coming over here to collect all my words and to go preach them for themselves. And and it just hurts me. It's like painful, right? But then I have to remember, like, God said, make videos. God said, take up your cross and follow me. God said, and so until he says otherwise, I have to keep doing what I'm called to do, but not just do it bare minimum, not just do it half-heartedly. I still have to do it to the best of my ability and put effort into it. I still have to do it because I'm working for the Lord, not these people, right? And God will take care of them. The problem is I want to take care of them. I want to cuss them all out. I want to tell them how despicable they are. I want to handle it, right? So bad I want to do this, but I can't do that. And I did, and I had to repent, right? so like, I'm just saying, it is so frustrating because it makes me feel like, I don't know, it just gets in my feelings and it hurts me, because it's like, these same people treat me like garbage, but yet they're stealing the words as soon as I can get them out of my mouth, you know? And it's like, but you treat me so terribly, but like, you can't wait to quote me 10 times in your next sermon, you know? And so I don't know, it's just frustrating, right? And so anyway, I was realizing that, like, I'm actually disobedient to the Lord when I protest against this and like resist it. I should just write their sermons I should just do it because that's what I'm called to do, right? And let God handle those people and not get in my feelings about it, and not let it steal my joy, not let it steal my energy away from me because of what these people choose to do, you know, and their unethical behavior. And so I went through this a few years ago, right? But in that season of my life, the frustration was something much different. When I was walking across California, I had hundreds of people watching my vlog every day, watching me sleep outside, and no support. Like, I had a handful of people on one hand that I can count that were supporting me, right, financially, and keeping me alive, and helping me get hotel rooms so I could shower and things like that, blessing me, being a blessing. And I was so frustrated because of the amount of people that were just watching me every day, being entertained by my struggle, and just not supportive, or they were criticizing at the same time. And it made me so angry. I was, oh man, that was the thing that was upsetting me at that time, right? And that was something that I had to die to then. Now, this time, it's something different. Now they're stealing my words from me, right? And so that's shutting me down spiritually, because now I can't perform, because I'm just like, what's the point? I'm just writing sermons for other people to go stand on their mega stages and ask for all this money and use their platform to, you know, get money. And so I don't want to help these people succeed in this, you know what I mean? And so now, but again, it's just something that I have to just trust the Lord. Like, so during the time when it was about the financial resources and things like that, like, once I yielded to the Lord and once I just realized that God takes care of all my needs, every single one of them. What am I complaining about? That more people aren't supporting me? Well, I don't need more people to support me because I have everything that I need, right? So what else do I need? Once I had that epiphany of like, I used to get so frustrated at the what I considered lack because of the volume of people watching me and the little bit of help. But once I realized, no, like if God wanted more people to support me, more people would support me, right? It's in his hands, not them. He's the one that convicts their hearts to support me. Once I had that epiphany that God is in control and that he's sovereign, oh, it was all good. I didn't care who supported me at that point. It was like, whatever. Thank you for supporting me. If you do, if you don't, that's your choice. That's between you and God. But it took away my frustration. It took away my anger. It took away my resentment of these people that were just coming over to watch me for amusement. And so in this trial, like with the spiritual things, people stealing spiritual things is still theft, right? And it hurts when people steal from us, and especially the low level people that do steal my words. It's like I don't want to help them succeed in their little mission to, you know, rob from the people of the church, you know, and so that's a frustrating thing, you know. But then again, I have to also remember, like, oh yeah, God's in control. He can make them drop dead on stage while they have my words coming out of their mouths. You know what I mean? So he's still in control of this. Like, I don't have to get retribution. I don't have to get angry at them. I don't have to forfeit my calling and give up on that and not be obedient to the thing he's called me to do just because of these other people, right? And so I was just letting the enemy like control and dictate me. And so for the past few weeks or a couple months now, I have literally been in a state of just like, I don't want to share. I don't want to preach. I don't want to teach. I don't want anything because I don't want these people. They're like vultures coming over here. What can we get? What free food can we get so we can go spit it out? You know, I don't want these people over here. But here's the thing. I had several people this week just email me and tell me how much I was encouraging them, how much what I was going through was the thing that they were going through and their struggle. And I was like, God said, you're not doing this for them. You're doing this for the ones that need you, right? And then I had to like put it all back into perspective again. Jesus will leave the 99 to save the one. Are you doing this for an audience of 1 million? Are you doing this for an audience of one? Are you doing this to seek and to save that which is lost? Are you doing this out of obedience? Are you doing this with your whole heart? Or are you letting these people who they will get their judgment? Trust me. Are you letting them control? Satan is trying to steal, kill, and destroy your ministry. Are you going to allow that? Or are you just going to rise above it and keep doing what I've called you to do? And so that's the decision I had to come to, you know. And I mean, I was like teetering, like yesterday, I just wanted to delete the whole channel. I was dead serious on that. But the Lord had to put some things into perspective. And once I understood why I was having this blockage, I realized it was just the enemy coming into, you know, try to prevent me from walking worthy of my calling and doing the obedient thing of, you know, doing what I was called to do. And so, and putting all my effort into it, you know, and putting my heart and soul into something. And so I was just doing half-hearted obedience because of other people. And that's so silly. That is so silly. Like, at Judgment Day, I don't have to give an account for their thievery. I just have to give an account of whether I did everything God called me to do obediently and with excellence, you know? And so if I can't do that because of what other people are doing, God's not going to use that. He's not going to accept that as an excuse. He's not going to be like, yeah, I don't care what they did. What did you do? Did you do what I called you to do? Or did you allow other people to stop that? He's like, I don't care what they did. That's between me and them. I care what you do. And are you being obedient? And so that's the way we have to approach this thing. It's like, many are the afflictions of the righteous, right? But the Lord will deliver them out of all. And vengeance is mine, and I will repay, says the Lord, right? So it's he's the only one that is allowed to handle these situations. Our only job is to yield to him and die to self. Just die already. Die to whatever they're doing. Die to their opinions. Die to their help or their lack of help. Die to their thievery. Die to them. You don't have to give an account for them. but you do have to account to God. And so thank you for the clarity today, Lord. So that's it. I just had some clarity why I was feeling so stuck, and oh, let me tell you, I feel so much better now. But anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful day in New York City. I love you guys. I've been hanging out with okay, let me just give you a little update because I've been hanging out with my neighbor has a little 12-year-old, I won't say little, a 12-year-old little girl, but she is like 6 foot tall already. Like she towers over me. And it sometimes it's hard to like remember she's 12 because she is a tall girl and she's very mature for her age. And so anyway, I hang out with her every single day. And today I taught her how to pray and we were reading the Bible together, and like it's just so cool because she's so inquisitive and curious and innocent. And hey Melissa, girl, yes, thank you for that. Thank you. I'm glad I could help somebody because I don't care. I've never been one about the numbers ever. Like I am always about the one person. Like I could care less who watches my videos. The only reason I make them is because God said to make them. Like he told me. I had deleted my whole other channel and he's like, no, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you to quit. Like keep going. You know what I mean? And I remember that day that like I had deleted my old channel. And I felt convicted because I didn't know why I deleted it. I just had other pressure from other people telling me, with their opinions or whatever. And so I deleted it. And then, but I felt the conviction of the Lord like I wasn't supposed to, right? And so I was like, I don't know what to do. And that morning I went out to go get coffee. And I stopped at McDonald's. I like McDonald's coffee. And I stopped at McDonald's and I went inside. And this man with these hazel eyes, I will never forget it. He had the most beautiful eyes I had ever seen, like sparkly hazel eyes. And I came in and he saw my necklace and it was a cross. And he had a necklace on that was a lion. And he turned around and he's like, hey, I like your cross. And I was like, I like your lion. And he's like, God's got a word for you. And he said, you don't need anybody's permission to do what I've called you to do. And that cleared everything up for me because that morning I was literally going to go to my spiritual mother and ask her for permission to start my YouTube channel again. And he's like, you don't need anybody's permission to do what I've called you to do. And so like that was my answer from God. And he's never told me to stop since then. And so he's had me take breaks before, but he's never said delete your channel. But I was in my flesh and I was just like, no, I'm gonna delete the channel because I don't want these thieves and robbers coming over here. I don't want to write other people's sermons for free. If you want me to write your sermon, I will be happy to do it, but put me on your payroll. I'm hungry over here. You know what I mean? It's just like, but that's the flesh, right? It's like our flesh. It's like I'm over here suffering, but see, you know what? Jesus was God of the universe who walked on streets of gold and humbled himself and came as a homeless man to serve us. Why are we complaining? Why are we complaining? Why are we complaining? If they hated him, they're going to hate you too. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. They have to answer for what they do one day. And so I love that verse. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh my goodness. Girl, that was a prophetic word for me. You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. 2 Chronicles 15:7. That is, you have no idea. Me and that verse go way back. So thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, so anyway, I was hanging out with this little girl, and y'all, I love this kid, and she did my makeup for me today. That's why I have like I'm all done up today. I got the eye stuff on and everything. But I've been letting her practice on my makeup. So I have a little buddy, and like today we were praying. I taught her how to pray. I was teaching her about sin and like iniquity, what the difference is, and oh man, she's super quick too. So I was having her read out of the Bible and then I would be like, well, what does that mean? After we were finished, or what does it mean to you? And have her like try to, see if she was receiving any of it. But yeah, man, it's been awesome. Like the past couple weeks have been really good. I mean, still in trial mode, but it's fine. Like we abase and abound over here. That's just what we do. So, you know, but life is good and there's so much to be grateful for. There's so much to be grateful for. Like earlier, I was teaching her how to pray, and it was funny because she came over to my car, and we were in the back. Like in the back, I have a shelf with all my food on it. Well, or lack thereof, lack thereof. And she's like, well, what are you going to eat for lunch today? And I was like, well, I have some noodles, but I don't have any electricity, so I can't boil water right now. And she's like, oh, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, well, I know what to do. Do you know what you do when you need something? And she's like, no. And I was like, you pray. And so we prayed to Jesus. And I was like, and I prayed a prayer that was just like, thank you, Lord, for all of your blessings. Thank you for always taking care of me. Just a gratitude prayer, because really, God doesn't ever let me go hungry, or, you know, occasionally, but it's for my good. And he always provides for everything. So when we tell him, if we want more stuff from God, be grateful for the things you do have, and then he'll give you more. That's how that works. So I was teaching her about gratitude, and we prayed a prayer of gratitude. And then I walked her over to, we were walking over to the fire hydrant to get water, because I'm a true New Yorker now. We just open up the fire hydrant and get water out whenever we need it. So we were going to fill up our jugs with water, and I walked over there, and her mom was out there, and she stuck her head out, and she was like, hey, do you like spaghetti? And I was like, I love spaghetti. And I had just said like 2 days ago, I want some spaghetti, because it's like my favorite, you know, and I can't cook in here. And so she stuck her head out the window. She's like, hey, do you like spaghetti? She's like, come get a big plate. And she gave me a giant plate of spaghetti, and it was so good. And I was like, oh. And so, like, and I turned to her daughter, and I was like, see, we just pray for food and we get food, and that's how it works. And she was like, wow. And I was like, and you get your favorite food. Like, and so she was just like, okay. Like, she was like getting how it worked, because it was literally that quick. We had just prayed and literally walked across the street, and boom, there was food, you know. And so she's like seeing it in action, and her little eyes get really big, and I love it. And so anyway, that's my little story for today. But I love you guys. Keep doing what you're called to do. Don't let anybody's opinions about, or don't let anybody, what their actions of other people get into your heart. And if it is in your heart, if you're like mad at other people about anything pertaining to your walk with Jesus, like whether that's people don't support my ministry, or people don't, you know, whatever it is, people steal from you, whatever, that's between you and God, because God is sovereign. God is sovereign. If God wanted you to have more money, you would have more money. If God wanted, you know, when you have enemies that come over and steal from you and do stuff, the best thing you can do is pray for them and heap coals on their head. Write their sermons for them, because guess what? They still have to give an account to Jesus. They have to face him for that. They have to give an account for every idle word and every stolen word and everything that they do. They have to face him one day. And it's not going to be pleasant when he plays back the movie of their life, and they have to answer for it, you know? And so that thing that's upsetting you has to die, knowing that he's in control, and that you have to do what you're called to do no matter what happens. And so with that, I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.